Hey guys, it's the Right Hand Lad, and today I'm joined by my friend Hamstar.
Hello. In this video, we're going to be clearing up some misconceptions on 50-50 Othinus.
There seems to be some sort of misconception surrounding Othinus that she is somehow weaker in this form, but as Hamstar will explain to you, that's simply just not the case.
It's made pretty clear with Aller's explanation that 50-50 Othinus has infinite possibilities and is in fact hindered by the fact that with infinite possibilities, she has a 50-50 chance of failure, but never is stated that the 50-50 restriction makes her weaker. In fact, Aller states that she has a 50% of destroying the world and a 50% chance of losing to a child in the game of rock, paper, scissors.
It's even said that the Gungnir doesn't boost someone's power, it just helps her control her power and correct the 50-50 possibilities to 100% success.
Hmm. Here are several explanations of the 50-50 restriction by Allers.
By the 50, and none of these was ever stated that Finnis was weakened by the 50-50 possibilities.
Another weird thing people get a little mixed up with is Othinus durability or body strength. The thing is, her body is always under her control via phase shifting to explain why she's so strong, or because she was born with the body which was reborn is naturally that strong because ours is somewhat directly compared to Othinus, meaning they have similar body types. I'm not saying they're equal in their ability, but body types are similar, meaning they can freely control their bodies with the magic, or it's naturally strong enough to tank their strongest attacks, like Othinus with her crossbow. It made her body be able to have the arrow pierce through her intentionally. All of this is technically with the 50-50 Othinus using the fairy spell to her advantage of the 100% negative possibilities. Said arrows were reaching speeds beyond the normal dimensions, ignoring the concept of numbers, and the 10th shot was most likely a higher or equal. Conclusion: 50-50 Othinus and raw power is no different from Othinus with Gungnir.
People also like to argue that Othinus holds back in power to avoid suffering serious recoil from her attacks, but that's simply not true. First of all, the damage she takes is proportional to the damage she inflicts, which she fails in the 50-50 form. As soon as when she cuts off Wallace's arm and hers falls off as well, this wouldn't be the case if she was able to hold back her power. Another thing is that if this was true, why would she go over her limit to taking damage to punish some fodder low-level minion? It doesn't line up with her character, who presented it to be cunning and smart.
This also doesn't make sense from how the 50-50 restriction explained by Othinus and Allers. They said that no matter how hard she tries or amount of experience or amount of power she builds up, she still has a 50% chance of failing.
If you think about it, if she found a way to cheat the 50-50 system, why would she need any member of Gremlin besides Marion and Mjolnir? She would be able to accomplish all the tasks herself.
Another argument people bring up is that not every action Othinus takes is dictated by the 50-50 restriction, and that her explosions that she used in New Testament 4 and 8 and physical attacks are different than the phase shifting, which is under the 50-50 restriction. The explosion argument is based on the fact that Allers can also produce them and he can't phase shift, but there is nothing in the story that tells us they are using the same method to create the explosions. And as Lat stated before, if she had attacks that weren't limited by the 50-50, why would she even need Gremlin if everybody in Gremlin is scared of Allers and Allers produce explosions on this level?
Also, the physical attacks argument that the physical attacks are different from the infinite possibilities, well, they're not. Oliver states that Othinus has a 50-50 because of the fact that she has infinite possibilities. The possibilities mean her potential as a magic god, and the only thing that really separates Olorus and Othinus is the ability to phase shift. And since it's shown that Othinus can essentially get a negative roll from anything, like i.e. cutting Thor's arm off, this also extends to physical attacks. This is implied or slash shown when Olorus says he's surprised that she managed to beat Toma twice, referring to her ripping off Tomo's arm and crushing the invisible thing. He remarks something about Tomo's misfortune, implying she had a chance of losing or failing to do those things, meaning phase shifting applies to her physical attacks, or at the very least, the physical attacks are included in the infinite possibilities. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.